Good morning. Montgomery Public Schools congratulates the class of 2018 and thanks family and friends and family members for joining us in today's celebration of academic achievement. To ensure that everyone can see and hear their student receive their diploma, we ask that you silence your cell phone, remain seated during the ceremony, and refrain from loud and disruptive behavior, and maintain a measure of decorum and appropriateness for the serious nature and dignity of this occasion. Thank you.
in position. Go ahead, get your coat.
Good morning. On behalf of the Park Crossing High School faculty, staff, and students, we welcome you to the graduating ceremony of the class of 2018. Before we begin, we would like to take this time to acknowledge our distinguished guests that may be present. Montgomery Public Schools Superintendent Dr. Ann Roy Moore, Montgomery Public Schools board members, central office staff, and honored guests. Please stand. Thank you. At this time, please stand for the presentation of colors by the Robert E. Lee High School Air Force ROTC Color Guard, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the singing of the National Anthem led by Darren Stovall and the Park Crossing Choir.
Color Guard. Sing, air, colors. O, R, L, 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 L. Colors, ace. Color guard. Oh. Present. Colors.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming. Whose by stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. The buzzards singing gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
right, ace, oh, art, L, 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 L.
Good morning again. My name is Earl Harrison, and I am the Assistant Principal of Park Crossing High School, and I have the distinct pleasure of introducing today's platform guest. Principal of Park Crossing High School, Mr. T. Danny Patterson. Assistant Principal, Mr. Jake Jackson. Assistant Principal, Mrs. Pamela Allen Ingram. Valedictorian, Miss Soon Hoon Lee. Salutatorian, Mr. Song J. Park. Mr. Monteus Bell, Park Crossing High School alumnus. Mr. Nicholas Johnson, Senior Class President. Miss Rajayla McGee, National Beta Club President. Miss Stephanie Wilson, Professional School Counselor. Miss Marla Scott, Professional School Counselor. Mrs. Kanisha Brown, Professional School Counselor. And Mr. Dorian Stovall, Choral Director. We will now have a motivational message by Mr. Monteus Bell, followed by 2 musical selections by the Park Crossing High School Choir.
Good morning. How y'all doing today? All right, well, I'm just about to get right into it. As some of you know, in 2015, a few baseball teammates from Park Crossing High School were involved in a fatal car accident. It left devastation on 3 separate families and a death on all. One of the young men ended up paralyzed from the chest down. Ending his career in sports altogether, he was told he would never walk again at 17 years of age. 17 years old, still in high school with the life ahead of him that he can barely imagine in a wheelchair. Would you believe that this same man stands before you today? So allow me to introduce myself. My name is Monteus Bell. All right. I'm from Montgomery, Alabama, currently living in Birmingham. I major in communications, public relations, with a minor in business. And as your speaker for today, I desire to tell you a little story. In the hospital, the nurses ran age tests on my legs. An age exam tests for intersensory functions below your level of injury. The nurses explained two distinct types of this diagnostic. Type A, no motor function, and type B, some motor function. When they came back in the room to read my results, the vibe changed, and the looks on their faces added to the heavy atmosphere. After receiving my diagnosis, I saw no reason for still existing, and I cried. I had aspirations of playing baseball at the next level and never put too much thought into a plan B. Not even a legal adult, hearing that I wouldn't walk, I felt as if my life was over. I couldn't imagine supporting myself. I thought about my friends no longer coming around, my girl leaving me, and I just sit back and watch everyone go on with their lives. After 5 minutes of processing this information, my mother came over to me with tears in her eyes and she said, "Monteas, this wheelchair is not going to be you. You will work and you will walk," and I believed her. I had a vision. I knew two things. One, I wanted to do something with my life, and two, I would not be dependent on my parents or anyone else regardless of my situation. While attending therapy in Birmingham, my occupational therapist persistently brought up the idea of going back to school. I remember telling Ms. Payton that were my concerns, saying I'd just rather take classes online than I deal with the outside world. Reasons being, I didn't know how people would perceive me, and I'd hate to be treated differently, and my pride would not allow me to be pitted as a victim. In addition, she pushed for me to enjoy my senior year because she saw the importance and the normalcy those interactions would bring to me. It took a while, but her words sunk in and I made the choice to finish high school. With the help of Coach Ashley, Mr. Jackson, and the faculty and staff at Park Crossing High School, I was able to graduate on time, thus shedding the victim complex exterior I grew with thicker skin as a survivor. Even though graduation is a milestone and a huge accomplishment for you, your family, and everyone who helped get you to this point, life is still waiting for you at the other end of this stage. And it will not be easy, not even the slightest. However, life is what you make it. Even in my experience, the summer going into my freshman year of college was one of the lowest points of my life. Medical bills kept piling, my family fell apart, work was slow, and there I was still learning how to walk, taking a back seat to it all. Night after night, I sat in my room and broke down, feeling the weight of everything, trying to figure out how did things get to this point. I naively thought when I left for college things would be better. They were for the most part, but I found myself moping around campus, moving as an unmotivated young man semester after semester. I didn't have an appetite, I wasn't social, I couldn't even get out of bed in the morning. I progressed semesters, but I was stagnant in depression. What made life even more difficult was witnessing everyone around me seemingly having their lives all together. I, on the other hand, was in a battle with my negative thoughts, feeling unequipped and thinking to myself, I'm not good enough, all while still trying to make it to class on time. Nevertheless, I overcame those battles. Those are the times that test our characters, our substance as individuals. We must not compare ourselves to others, though more importantly, we must understand that no one has a traditional route to success. What works for the next person may not work for you. We must not allow room for complacency, rather steadily move forward. Even though I struggle, I still want you all to be more than just high school graduates. Don't let this be the last thing you say you've accomplished in your lifetime. I challenge you all to dream big and make something for yourselves, especially under the circumstances we have in the Oval Office. Own something, create something, be the best at whatever you decide to do in life. Again, it will not be easy, but life is what you make of it. In the upcoming years, you will have choices to make that will affect how you live the rest of your life. It is understood that we are young, yet we still must hold ourselves accountable and use conscious decisions, conscious thinking in our decisions. And for those times when you trip into a dark hole, you must hold that place or think of that place as a momentary visit. It's natural for us as people to have crippling emotions from time to time, but do not let those disable you. There is no time to dwell. You have to prevail. While you're down, job opportunities will still be held, classes will continue, and peers will surpass you. However, you all are unique. Nothing shall slip past the grasp that the class of 2018 has on the future. There's a quote my mentor told me: "We don't need it to be easy, we just need it to be possible." I could have easily told my mother that this is too strenuous and gone home, but I didn't. From working in Birmingham, I've learned that successful people think different, eat different, they discipline themselves accordingly. And if we truly want to live those goals we post on social media, then those are the adjustments that must be made. With all that being said, we still have a very long way to go. If it is possible for me to be here speaking at my high school's class of 2018 graduation ceremony and walking, then you all have no excuse but to accomplish whatever you set your heart and your minds to. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2018.
Lord, drops now. Let some 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 drops now. Jesus is a rock in a weary land, a weary land, a weary land. Jesus is a rock in a weary land, a shelter in a time of storm. Jesus is a rock in a weary land, a weary land, a weary land. Jesus is a rock in a weary land, a shelter in a time of storm. I would not be a sinner. I'll tell you the reason why. I'm afraid my Lord might call my name, and I wouldn't be ready to die. Jesus is a rock in a weary land, a weary land, a weary land. Jesus is a rock in a weary land, a shelter in a time of storm. Jesus is a rock in a weary land, a weary land, a weary land. Jesus is a rock in a weary land, a shelter in a time of storm. I will not be a backslider. I'll tell you the reason why. I'm afraid my Lord might call my name, and I wouldn't be ready to die. He's a rock in a weary land. He's a rock in a weary land. He's a rock in a weary land, a shelter in a time of storm. He's a rock in a weary land. He's a rock in a weary land. He's a rock
Good morning, family, friends, and my fellow classmates. My name is Rojayla McGee, and I am the president of Beta Club here at Park Crossing High School. I want to start off by saying I'm proud of each and every one of you here today. We've all worked hard to get to where we are today. I won't speak long, but one thing I want you all to remember is to never give up on your dreams. No matter how hard it may seem, no matter how many obstacles you may come across, and no matter how many times you may doubt yourself. Now that we're all at the end and everything has been said and done, I would like to introduce you to a guy who has been recognized as this year's salutatorian. His accomplishments include making a score of 35 on the ACT. He plans to attend UCLA in the fall. Ladies and gentlemen, a young man of few words, but a brilliant mind, this year's salutatorian, Sung Jae Park.
Parents, administrators, and faculty, we thank you for attending this ceremony of our achievement. This senior year has been quite a challenge, and I would not be here if it weren't for the help from those around me. Could spend my time up here to praise and express gratitude to peers, parents, teachers, and counselors, but today is not my personal spotlight. Today belongs to all of us. I would like to use this honor given to me to address my classmates with a similar message to the one Mr. Bell just brought forward with us. I know for most of us, this is the greatest accomplishment of our lives thus far. No matter how difficult it was to reach this point or how difficult it has been to wait for this day since 2014, we have arrived. We have been working towards this moment our entire lives, so it is important for us to realize that this occasion will transform into a fond memory for all of us to share. Let us not depend on titles or certifications or other distinctions to tell us that we matter. Instead, let us become individuals that will make our communities and families proud. Let us not be solely satisfied with our caps, gowns, and our names in the program. Let us return one day to see our legacy defined by our endeavors after high school. Always remember to teach, learn, serve, and soar. Go Thunderbirds!
Good morning. Boy, is it a great day to be a Boy, is it a great day to be a Thunderbird. All right. For those of whom don't know me, my name is Nicholas Johnson, and to all of my classmates, it has been an honor to serve you as your senior class president and friend to all. Today, I have the privilege of introducing this year's Valedictorian, a person of whom is the epitome of what Park Crossing High School truly represents: determination, resiliency, class, and servitude. You know, many of you ask us if we're ready for the world. But when you think about this individual and this entire class of graduates in general, of which, by the way, garnered nearly $11 million in scholarship money, which is something to be proud of. The world must ask themselves if they are ready for us. So would all of you stand up and join me in welcoming the 2018 class, Park Crossing class of Valedictorian, who will major in political science at Wellesley College, Sung Koon Lee.
Good morning, parents, teachers, and fellow graduates. I'm delighted to be standing here as a valedictorian of the class of 2018. First and foremost, I'd like to express my appreciation to my parents and my family members who are always there and supporting me to get closer to my dream. And also, I'd also like to give a special thanks to the people who have changed my life in here, United States, by encouraging me whenever I was faced with the struggle to fit into a new culture. Ms. Kynard, Ms. Urey, Mr. Rice, Ms. Smith, Ms. Thompson, Ms. Craig, and Mr. Schofield. Your kindness and dedication made me stand here in front of you right now. Class of 2018, it is up to all of you to make a difference, to have people say honorable things about you, and leave the impression that sorry. Leave the impression that failure isn't an option for us. Excellence is never an accident. It is the result of hard work. So go forward, work hard, and attain excellence. It's been a great 4 years being a Park Crossing High School. Congratulations, happy graduation, and best of the luck to the Park Crossing High School 2018. Thank you.
It gives me great pleasure to come here today and address you, senior class of 2018. But before I start, I know they've already been recognized. I'd like to thank and ask you to please stand the Assistant Principal, Pam Ingram, 12th grade, 10th and 11th grade Assistant Principal, Jake Jackson, and 9th grade Assistant Principal, Mr. Harrison. This, to me, was a great team that we had this year to start out the school year. There are some other people at this time that I'd like to recognize, that being the senior sponsors. If you're here today, if you back at the back, if you'd step forward, Ms. Boswell, Ms. Frank, Ms. Groomster, Ms. Thompson, Ms. Lockley, Mr. Stovall, Ms. T. Brown, Mrs. Wilson, Mrs. Scott, and all the other teachers who helped the seniors to have a very successful year. I would like to recognize an amazing group of people here today. Our faculty has been a huge part of the reason why our graduates have completed the necessary requirements for graduation. Your success reflects the hard work, dedication, and commitment of our staff. I would like to thank the Park Crossing High School faculty, staff, for an endless time and effort you have given this year, especially to a teacher who went the extra mile with several of them. Thank you so much. I came to Park Crossing July the 28th, 2017. I worked 19 years in education, 17 years in sales. The question is asked of me very often, what's different about Park Crossing? The difference in our school and other schools is that our teachers have to do so much more than just teach. We have a unique campus, the youngest high school in Montgomery, Alabama. It was completed in 2013. Our teachers are more than teachers. They are like family to our students by the time they graduate. The teachers have coached, tutored, attend sporting events, and is part of the total school community. So seniors and guests, please join me as we give a desired round of applause to our great faculty and staff at Park Crossing High School. I want to say thank you to Dr. Moore and our school board members. We all understand a tremendous amount of pressure that you are under and the enormous responsibility and results that rest upon your shoulders. We have so many impressive teacher talents here at Park Crossing High School. One of those is retiring this year. We have one faculty member who is retiring and deserves a special recognition today. That is Miss Teresa Valet. If you would please stand. Please stand. Miss V, as we know her at school and elsewhere, she's told me when I first came to Park Crossing, she was Miss Valet. She said, but you can call me Miss V. And I appreciate that because I'm world's worst pronouncing people's names correctly, but I thank you. It takes a special person to do what you've done. We wish you a very happy retirement. Please join me again in a round of applause for Miss V. At this time, I would like to recognize the Park Crossing High School parents. You're never given enough credit, so today I would like to say thank you, parents, for sending us these great students. If you're parents or grandparents of the graduates of 2018 Park Crossing High School, candidate for graduation, your son or grandson or daughter or granddaughter, would you please stand? At this time, I would like the class of 2018 to join me in a round of applause for your fine parents. Parents, grandparents, family, friends, and distinguished guests, welcome to the graduation ceremonies of Park Crossing High School, class of 2018. Thank you for being with us at this celebration. We are here to honor this group of young adults who are entering the next stage of their lives. Graduating seniors. 13 years ago, and yes, I know, you say 13, I didn't fail. You went to kindergarten, most of you. 13 years ago, you began this school journey. You were captured in what you may have thought was a dream. Many of you may remember your first day of school. You probably were all excited and ready to go to embrace the new journey. Your parents were there with their cameras, snapping pictures and wishing you well, and hugging you, and so thankful that you are starting school. Well, I won't say that. In some ways, not much has changed. 13 years ago, you were excited, but you had no idea what effects the journey that you were about to take embarked upon you. You had no idea that after first grade there was second and third, and so on. You did not know anything about the ACT Aspire or the ACT test. You didn't care about those things. You were just excited about the new beginning. Now today, you are standing in the brink of the future. That future is the rest of your life. Some of you, including your parents, are wondering how your lives are going to turn out. Well, it is up to you to make the most of every opportunity you are given. Today, I challenge you to embrace the opportunities for you that you have learned for the last 13 years and apply each new to your endeavor. I can honestly say that you have been a great senior class that I have ever been associated with. There is no doubt in my mind that you will be successful in whatever achievement and whatever goal that you have set for yourselves. I want to thank all of you, class of 2018, for this wonderful year. We have had a great year, a little over $11 million worth year. Thank you for allowing this staff, this faculty, and myself for just being part of your lives. In closing, graduating seniors of Park Crossing High School 2018, it is time to embrace this journey. Take the lessons you have been taught and complete, and this most important assignment you have ever had. That's your life. Thank you.
Sun Hoon Lee. Sun J. Park. Nicholas Johnson. Rajayla Felixia McGee. Briosha Thomas. Broderick T. Leonard. Lakel Javante Aaron. Maynard Abiolu Akinlosotu. Anthony Alexander. Shakayla Brianna Anderson. Taylor D. Arnold. Tasheen Lamont Arrington. Andrea Nicole Ash. Jade Serenia Bailey. Shakia K. Bailey. Calvin Lakeith Banks. Anthony D. Barber. Brashay Lashana Barnes. Shania Nicole Barnes. Anaya Chanel Baskin. Brianna Nicole Beavers. Demetrius Edwin Beckford. Morgan Alexandria Jonte Beckham.
Sydney Imani Bellew. Christian Antonio Benefield. Khalila Yasmin bint Abdul Salam. Tashiana Sharday Blevins. Jafavian Rashid Booker. Nia Antoinette Booth. Jordan Busistava. Benjamin Devon Braswell. Brandon Artez Braswell. Ashley D. Brinson. Myrika Brodden. Elijah Brown. LaJavius Brown. Michaela Mildred Brown. Sarah D. Bryers. Diamond Aaliyah Burke. Marlon Jermaine Burns. Marquise Malachi Caffey. Owen Campbell. William Andrew Canty. Carrie Capel. Shamisha Megan Carlton. Ryan Jervon Karstoffen. Jayla Noel Catlin. Desiree Kiosha Cheney. Andy Chen. Jung Min Cho.
Jung Ho Cho. Destiny Shanice Christopher. Adriana Denise Klein. Devin Ezekiel Cobb. Dominique Alexander Cockham. Ariana Faith Coleman. Danielle Nicole Coleman. A Miracle V Cole. Shelby N. Collins. Terrell Anthony Collins. McKay Vashon Collis. Donnell Xavier Crawford. Deja Paige Cunningham. Desiree Marija Cunningham. Marche A. Davenport. Nautica Shantez Dolman. Kiasia Ariel Dowdell. Jasmine D. Dozier. Jonah Keon Dukes. Jordan Mose Dumas. Jaquan Isaiah Edmond. Elijah Phillips Elin. Elizabeth Marie Ellison. Genesis Henry Schuyler Etheridge. Donald Evans. Kennedy L. Fallon.
Joshua Portez Fannin. Deshara Nicole Farrer. Timothy Rashad Ferguson. Maya Jashawn Floyd. Kiera Brandy Deja Folks. Kobe Folks. Kiera Foster. Ariana Deshae Frank. Morgan Freeman. Christian Julian French. Lawan Paranaski Fuller Jr. Justice Fruitrail. Deandra Jasmine Gaunt. Blake Hunter George. Kaya Nikidriana Gilliam. Devin Shalaya Glorielin Gomez. Shemaya Marday Grant. Terrell Malik Gunter. Jalen Devon Hale. Jamia Hall. Matthew Hampton.
Dominique Rashad Harriel. Anaya Alicia Harris. Kadarius Stefan Harris. Saul N. Harris. Zaylin Dwayne Harvest. Kristen Alyssa Reagan Harvey. Thomas S. Hatcher. Micaiah Henderson. Jeanette Andrina Hernandez. Devin Edward Heron. Ayana Kershay Hill. Brandon Donnell Hill. Isaiah Hill. Keldrick D. Hogan. Austin Holly. Shymeriton N. Holloway. Kayla Tatia Holmes. Carrie Kashia Holmes. Lewis Holmes. D'Antonio Christian Holstick. Issika Houston. Jalay Rihanna Yalur Howard.
Xavier Jaquan Howard. Dermisha Jasmine Huffman. Austin C. Humphrey. Asia Humphrey. Harmony Armari Hurst. Jalen Janice Jackson. Jonathan Kyle Jackson. Cameron Nicole Jackson. Raven Jackson. Shania Tanae Jackson. Michaela Simone James. Joseph Jimison. Marcus Jenkins. LaDeja Destiny Giles. Anarika Dashanique Johnson. Blake Mackenzie Johnson. Braxton Lewis Johnson. Jadelyn Jakira Johnson. Jaquan DeVale Johnson. Jalen Geroni Johnson. Keelan Marquez Johnson. Kiana Janelle Johnson. Raven Tanyana Johnson. Alexis Ciandra Johnson Walker.
Desmond Torian Jones. Khalil Jones. Tirza Anaya Jordan. Andrew Damon Kelly. Ali Abbas Khan. Minhaz Kandoker. Jai Marquise Langford. Shanteria Langford. Christopher Nemitz Lanzit. Zakiria Denise Laurie. Jakiria Jakila Lawrence. Jada Quintera Long. Tamaya Janae Long. Cameron Alana Monet Lovelace. Zakis and Darian Lowry. Tamaya Luster. Tyvon D. Mahoney. Calvin Clarice Mamgu Tagne. Taylor Nicole Manigan. Shondarius Dewan Marsh. Xantarius Trevon Marshall. Taya Lakara Mall. Gary Wayne Maxwell. Shanae Denise McLeod. Shamaya McDade.
Amalia McDaniel. Mahogany LaShawn McDaniel. Zaya McDaniel. LaDerica McFarley. Brianna Lynn McGinty. Ethan McIntyre. Destiny Faith McKeithen. Jonathan Park McKitt. Jeremiah Terrell McNeil. Christopher O'Brien McQueen. Eric Alexander McWhirter. Zachary Abraham Mendelson. David Alexander. Kennard Middleton. Cleophas Trevon Miles. Jalen Kendall Milliner. Parker McGowan Miller. Hunter Lee Mills. Rondarius Mims. Donovan Mitchell. Deron C. Mitchell. Thaddeus Dion Moffitt. Divine Chantrice Moore.
Melissa Jordan Moore. Shakiria Alfriana Murphy. Ariana Shanquay Miles. Demarcus Carrion Narcisse. Lamar V. Nelson. Jelani Dwayne Nettles. Sophina Na. Me Win. Win Coy Win. Janet Oman Aviagale. Camille Owens. Angel Patel. Chelsea D. Patel. Dylan Jagdish Patel. Harsh Sunil Patel. Nivea R. Patel. Michael Bernard Patton Jr. Alan Esteban Peralta. Emma Kate Perkinson. Kadeja Monet Perry.
Tiant Kendall Perry Jr. John Walter Edward Peterson Jr. Ashay Rianne Phillips. Kerrigan Phillips. Alexis Kara Hope Pickett. Cortez Pickett. Tayana LaPerry Pierre. Karina Pinel. Booker Talaferro Pitts IV. Jamia Tashay Polanitz. Joy Pugh.
Terriana Shanice Powell. Cameron D. Pringle. Samiqua M. Provitz. Stephen Matthew Ragsdale. Joseph Nathan Radulowski. Erasia Soleil Ray. Alexis Lene Riley. Ana Paulina Rios. Ebony J. Rivers. Raven Simone Robbins. Ariana Angelique Robinson. Isaiah Redmond Robinson. Jakendra Tamara Robinson. Jalen C. Robinson. Keon Dwayne Robinson. Kimberlyn Delise Robinson. Lecora Divine Rogers.
Alicia Charlize Rollins. Tamisha Jadiamond Ross. Riley Roundtree. Aliana Graciela Rowe. Taquavius Rowland. Herbert Smith Jr. Kaisha Arkiria Sanders. Dakis Sankey Jr. Derek Terrell Sankey. Janiah Scott. Joshua Rashad Scott. Terrence Jordan Scott. Isaiah Robert Searcy. Rachella Marie Sharp. Brittany Shelton. Cameron Calvin Schufert. Sydney Schuler. Antonio Darrell Simmons. Christopher Simmons. Jakaya Monet Simmons. Ashlyn Amaria Smiley. Cameron Devon Smith. Horzavius Smith. Ayana Simone Smith. James Smith. Shamari LaMichael Smith. Robert Jamal Smith. John Louis Villafranca Solis. Kevinetta Lanice Spicer.
Tordesia Alicia Steiner. Darrell Jermaine Stevens. Kylie Ann Stewart. Lauren Noel Stinson. Makaya Joye Stinson. Katura Catherine Stone. Jordan Nicole Streety. Jairus Lee Sumter. Troy Brandon Swain. Romello Javante Kalau Tarver. Cameron Doyle Taylor. Destiny Latasia Thomas. Hannah Faith Thomas. Joseph T. Thomas. Kimberly Lauren Thomas. Maya Denise Thomas. Sierra Thomas. Santoria Thomas. Brayliana Thomason. Micah Devora Thompson. Sierra LaShawn Thompson. Malia Tote. Noah Jordan Todd.
Jacoby Javon Tolliver. Christopher Tubbs. Tori Delshay Montre Tompkins. Quentin Dion Omblanc. Say. Peace Amaya Underwood. Lauren Brianne Van Horn. Anthony Adrian Vargas. Oscar Vasquez. Francisco Daniel Velasco Perez. Ariane Janae Vickers. Kayla Ariel Vickers. Trenton James Walker. Trinity Jasmine Walker. Jada Donier Watson. Milton James Westry II. Capricia Cheyenne Wheeler. Jada Reese Whittington. Alexia Faith Williams. Kason Brock Williams. Dimitri Javon Williams. Malik Anton Williams. Markel Antoine Williams. Taylor Zaire Williams. Jada Withers. Jesse McKinley Ward.
Class of 2018. May I have your attention, please? Class of 2018, it is May 19th. Dare to jump into your future with enthusiasm. Dare to place no limits on what you hope to accomplish. Dare to dream big and realize that it's just not a cliche. Dare to bring excellence to everything you do. Class of 2018, please stand. Traditionally, the moving of the tassel at graduation symbolizes one's transition from candidate to graduate. Class of 2018. On the count of 3, move your tassel From the right, on the count of 3. To the left. 1, 2, 3. Class of 2018, congratulations, you made it.